What is going on, guys? It's your boy Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Valentine's Day. I know, right? Valentine's Day. I hope you guys enjoy Valentine's Day with your loved ones on this beautiful day on Thursday, February 14th, 2019. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Throwback Thursday. I know, right? It's Throwback Thursday. My favorite time of the week. Throwback Thursday. Now, you guys see the pictures on my right hand side and my left hand side. We're gonna review one of my, I'm not gonna lie to you, this was one of my not so favorite WrestleManias. I mean, it was a good WrestleMania, but it wasn't that bad. I'm not gonna say, oh, WrestleMania 29 was a great pay-per-view. It didn't do the job for me. And I'm gonna explain to you guys why as this review goes on. But without any further ado, I uploaded content for you guys this week, starting with Monday Night Raw review. Raw review is up on, like, guys, on the channel. Go, please check that out. Give that video a thumbs up. If you guys want to hear the biggest rant on my channel, it's on that video. A lot of people told me, hey, Raw review was really good. So I appreciate the love and support, guys. Raw review is up on the channel. It will be on the upper right hand corner of your screen on the annotation. Also, SmackDown Live review. Now, SmackDown Live did better than Monday Night Raw this week. And like I said on SmackDown review back on Tuesday, SmackDown's going on a little roll lately, a little streak. Hopefully, SmackDown Live goes back to its good graces as it was back in 2016 after the draft. So, SmackDown reviews also live on the channel. Link will be up in the right-hand corner of your screen in the annotation. Also, NXT review also up on the channel. I didn't do a live stream. I wanted to, but I said, I got a feeling NXT is not going to be that good tonight. But it ended up being a good show. Not that bad of a show, but it was good nonetheless. But NXT review will be also on the annotation on the upper right hand corner of your screen. Please, guys, go check out these 3 videos. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Love that transition there. I know, right? So anyways, WrestleMania 29, man. I'm gonna say this right from the get-go here. 2013 was the worst year of my life. You know, I went through a whole bunch of personal problems myself in 2013. I lost my cousin on the, when was it? She passed away on April 9th, 2013. And that was right after WrestleMania weekend. So, I'm going to take us a quick story real quick. I was at Access. I didn't go to WrestleMania. I was at my friend's house watching WrestleMania. And to be honest with you, I had a feeling that, you know, watching WrestleMania, I thought, you know, it wasn't a bad show. It was a good show. It just wasn't what I expected it to be. So I come back home, and my friend calls me up, and he tells me, Chris, I have tickets for Raw after WrestleMania in the Izod Center. Do you want to go? And I said, yeah, sure, I'll go. Sure. To this day, I am not even going to lie to you guys. If you watch the Raw after WrestleMania in 2013 on the network, it was the best Monday night crowd, I swear to God, I have ever seen. You know, the crowd goes crazy, the Raw after WrestleMania every single year. This goes back to 2012. 2012 wasn't that bad of a crowd for the Raw after WrestleMania. But 2013, that Raw after WrestleMania, my God. The atmosphere and the fucking electricity of that show in that arena, my God. The best Monday Night Raw crowd I have ever seen. You guys know what happened at the Raw after WrestleMania. Dolph Ziggler cashed in Money in the Bank on Alberto Del Rio. One of the greatest Monday Night Raw moments ever. Ever. So I went to Access, went to see WrestleMania at my friend's house. Then I went to the Raw after WrestleMania. Then the next morning, Tuesday morning, 9:18 a.m., and I remember this very vividly. I get a phone call. Well, my grandma got a phone call from my aunt. Mind you, I'm sleeping. So obviously the ringing of the phone woke me up. So my grandma gets a call from the hospital from my aunt. And she tells her that my cousin had passed away. And I woke up, went to go use the bathroom and everything, went to go take a piss and then went back to bed. So my grandma starts crying and I go to her and I said, "What's wrong? What's going on?" Mind you, I have a headache after WrestleMania. I had a headache after the Raw after WrestleMania show. I had a headache. So I immediately went to bed. As soon as I got home from Jersey, from the Asdaq Center, I went to bed. So then that next morning, my grandma got the phone call. I'm about to go take a piss in the bathroom. And I come out, she starts crying. And I say, "What's wrong?" And the news that she told me just literally just turned my whole entire mood down. I found out that my cousin had passed away. And, that took, me into a big depression. When my cousin had passed away, life wasn't the same. To this day, life isn't the same. And, I don't want to get emotional here, but I'm just going to try to hold it in. I'm trying right now as we speak. Right now, so far, it's working because I'm thinking about wrestling. When times go down and shit, things go back down and shit, I just go to my room, close the door, and I go on the network. That's it. That's it. If it wasn't for professional wrestling right now, and I said this last week, last Thursday on WrestleMania 30, if it wasn't for The Undertaker, or professional wrestling nonetheless, I don't know where I would be right now to this day. I wouldn't be doing YouTube. I wouldn't be working as a security officer at Yankee Stadium. I wouldn't be living life right now. So, my two biggest blessings right now is The Undertaker and professional wrestling. So, that was a rough year for me in 2013. It was a really rough year. The most roughest year I've ever had in my entire life. And, but, things happen. Things happen on a regular basis. But let's go review WrestleMania 29, man. It was a good pay-per-view. Not gonna lie to you. But was it great? No. No, it was a one matchup though. This card on WrestleMania 29 stole the show for me. And if you guys look at the thumbnail and everything, you guys know what I mean. Undertaker and CM Punk stole the show that night. I don't care what anybody says. Rock and Cena too. It was once in a lifetime. I don't remember having, a once in a lifetime moment happen twice. Remember WrestleMania 28 when Rock and Cena was called once in a lifetime? I didn't know that happened twice. Did not know a once in a lifetime moment happened twice. Didn't make sense to me. Didn't really make sense. But WrestleMania 29 was the 29th annual event. It was held on April 7, 2013 at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. 9 professional wrestling matches were contested at the event, with one being shown on the pre-show. I didn't even watch the pre-show, nor did I care. In the main event, we had John Cena versus The Rock for the coveted WWE Championship. Undertaker versus CM Punk. We had Triple H versus Brock Lesnar in a no-holds-barred match. Had Triple H lost, he would have to retire. Alberto Del Rio defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Jack Swagger in the World Heavyweight Championship's final defense at WrestleMania, as it was unified with the WWE Championship in December of 2013, that same year. Due to that, this was the last WrestleMania to feature 2 world titles until WrestleMania 33 in just 2017. WrestleMania 29 was the commercial success. Well, money-wise, yes. It drew over 80,000 fans, which became the 3rd highest attended event in the history of WWE after WrestleMania 32 and WrestleMania 3. And it became the highest grossing live event in WWE history, grossing $72 million. So Vince got a big payday. A huge payday. Jesus Christ. critical reception was generally positive. While the main event was criticized for being similar to its previous WrestleMania, back at WrestleMania 28, the bout between CM Punk and The Undertaker, no question, was considered the match of the night. And I said this, man, the match of the night belonged to Taker and CM Punk. If you guys watch Cena and Rock 29, they tried to do the same thing they did at 28. And that wasn't working. It wasn't working. Back at 28 was The Rock's first match in God knows how long. I think like 10 years. I believe in a long time. Well, before WrestleMania was Survivor Series. Survivor Series 2011 was The Rock's first match, and I believe in about 8 years. I think 7 to 8 years. 7 to 8 years was the last time The Rock fought in total. So Cena and Rock fought at Survivor Series. They ain't fought Survivor Series. They won a tag team match at Survivor Series. Then during their Bill Federer match at WrestleMania 28, which The Rock beat Cena. So we're gonna begin with the matches here. We had 9 matches on the card. Well, if you really count the one in the pre-show, it's 8. Pre-show match was Miz versus Wade Barrett for the IC title. Miz beats Wade Barrett by submission. Match only went 8 minutes. I don't know what to say. I didn't watch the pre-show, so there you go. I didn't know that. Miz defeats Barrett to become Intercontinental Champion. Then we have the Shield, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. I think Dean Ambrose is AEW bound. Went in a 6-man tag against Big Show, Randy Orton, and Sheamus. This match only lasted 10 minutes. 10 minutes. This was the Shield's WrestleMania debut. So, Sheamus tried to attack Big Show when Orton tagged himself in, frustrating Big Show. Rollins came off the top rope, but Orton performed the RKO on Rollins. Reigns performed the Spear on Orton, and Ambrose pinned him. After the matchup, Big Show knocked out both Sheamus and Orton. This was an entire clusterfuck of that team between Big Show, Sheamus, and Randy Orton. The Shield win here. Reigns hits a spear on Orton, and Ambrose goes for the pin to beat Randy Orton. Mark Henry versus Ryback. Mark Henry versus Ryback. This matchup went quick. This matchup went 8 minutes and 3 seconds. I didn't care for this match. Low key. I really did not care. But I believe, yes, Mark Henry did beat Ryback. The match went quick. I didn't care for this match. Henry knocked Ryback out of the ring a few times. Ryback knocked Henry down with a meat hook clothesline, then tried to perform a short shock on Henry, who grabbed the rope. Henry crashed down on Ryback, driving his face onto the mat and driving him out, knocking him out, then pinning him. Afterward, Ryback gave Henry a spine buster and a shell shock. Did you care about this matchup when you saw the pay-per-view? I doubt you did. Mark Henry defeats Ryback. Team Hell No, Daniel Bryan and Kane defended the WWE Tag Team Championships against Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston. No, I'm not going by Big E. I'm just going by what my notes are saying. Big E Langston. Remember when Dolph Ziggler and AJ Lee were together? Yeah, love that time. Ziggler mocked Daniel Bryan by kissing AJ Lee, and this was happening. This was the reason why. The reason why Ziggler and AJ Lee kissed, because they mocked Daniel Bryan for what happened last year. Remember when Daniel Bryan was the World Heavyweight Champion? And Daniel Bryan was with AJ Lee. They kissed, and then Sheamus just kicked the shit out of Daniel Bryan, became World Heavyweight Champion in record time. Yeah. Ziggler kisses AJ Lee, mocking Daniel Bryan. A little there. A little fuck you. Let me kiss AJ Lee, and no one's gonna fucking bro kick me. Are you fucking serious? Like Bryan did before his loss at WrestleMania 28. Bryan flew out of the ring onto Ziggler while Kane and Big E fought inside. Later, as Big E distracted Kane, Ziggler executed a zigzag, but Kane kicked out at 2. I thought Ziggler was going to win the tag team titles there. with Big E. While AJ distracted the referee, Big E threw Ziggler his Money in the Bank briefcase. Ziggler tried to hit Kane with it, but he ducked and nailed the chokeslam before tagging in Bryan to execute a top rope headbutt for the pin. This match was okay for what it was. This match lasted, how long this match lasted? 6 minutes. 6 minutes. And I'm thinking to myself, throughout the first 3-4 matches, they lasted under 10 minutes. They've lasted under 10 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You got the 6-man tag lasting 10 minutes. You got Mark Henry and Ryback lasting 8 minutes. Then you got Team Hell No versus Big E, Langston, and freaking Dolph Ziggler lasting 6 minutes and 18 seconds. I'm thinking to myself, has a match ever gone above 10 minutes? No. No. So Team Hell No beats Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston to retain the WWE Tag Team Championships. Fandango. Remember Fandango? Oh my God. Let me say this now. Fandango was over on the Raw after WrestleMania when I was there. My God. He was so fucking over that night. I'm saying this now. Go watch the network. Watch when Fandango came out. Everybody was doing this and singing his theme song. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. Great moment there for Fandango back in 2013. Fandango, in his in-ring debut, faced Chris Jericho. I'm going to say this now. This matchup lasted 9 minutes. A trend of matches going under 10 minutes. Yeah. I'm wondering why these matches were going quick. 10 minutes is not that long. Not that long. Trust me. Fandango in his in-ring debut against Chris Jericho, who began by punishing Fandango. Jericho delivered a code breaker early in the match. Fandango executed a roundhouse kick, then a diving leg drop on Jericho for a near fall. When he went for another Jericho move, they went for a lion salt, but Fandango got his knees up. As Jericho attempted for the walls of Jericho, Fandango quickly rolled them up for the pin. An upset victory for Fandango. Fandango in his in-ring debut, beating the likes of Chris Jericho, a future Hall of Famer in Chris Jericho. Shocker. I had Jericho winning this matchup, but they went with Fandango. I'm okay with it. Didn't really matter. Fandango wins in his in-ring debut over Chris Jericho. Next up, we got Alberto Del Rio defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Jack Swagger. Now, I said this earlier in the video. This was the final time the World Heavyweight Championship was being defended at WrestleMania. By itself. Cena and Orton unified the championships at TLC of 2013. Orton became the first WWE World Heavyweight Champion at TLC in 2013 of December. Del Rio Irish Whip Swagger. This match, so hold on, let me keep on with this trend here. Del Rio and Swagger lasted 10 minutes. 10 minutes and 29 seconds. So the longest matchup thus far through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches was a 6-man tag. They lasted 10 minutes and 35 seconds. The first match of the night. Del Rio and Swagger lasted 10 minutes and 29 seconds. 6 seconds under the 6-man tag to begin the show. And I'm thinking to myself at this point, the last 3 matches will go over 20 minutes. That's what I'm thinking here. You got the 6-man tag lasted 10 minutes. You got Henry Ryback matchup. That lasted 8 minutes. You had the Team Hell No Ziggler Langston matchup for the tag team titles. That lasted 6 minutes. Then you got Fandango and Jericho, who lasted 9 minutes. Then Del Rio and Swagger lasted under 10.5 minutes. The fuck is going on here? Are we gonna have like the shortest WrestleMania of all time? Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously. This matchup wasn't that bad though. low-key. The World Heavyweight Championship match wasn't even that bad. It was good. It wasn't that bad, though. Del Rio Irish Whip Swagger onto the barricade. Swagger later executed the Swagger Bomb. I love the Swagger Bomb, by the way. But Del Rio kicked out. Swagger then executed his gut-wrench power bomb, but Del Rio kicked out. Again, Swagger worked Del Rio's leg, then tried the Patriot Lock a few times, but Del Rio didn't submit. In the end, Del Rio locked in the cross armbar and Swagger submitted. Del Rio retains the World Heavyweight Championship in a not bad match. Golf clap. You can get a golf clap. Match order, though, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Match order was pretty good. Match order was pretty good. Match order was pretty good. Now we get to the last three matches. Now we're getting to the meat and potatoes of the matchup. CM Punk. CM Punk. I'm going to say his name one more time because I love CM Punk. CM Punk goes one-on-one with The Undertaker. Taker defended his 20-0 WrestleMania winning streak against the straight-edge superstar known as CM Punk. I'm going to say this now. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how you guys feel about CM Punk. I love CM Punk. I love CM Punk. This was not only one of Taker's greatest matches in WrestleMania history. This was CM Punk's greatest WrestleMania match he's ever had. Now, CM Punk's greatest match overall was against Cena at Money in the Bank 2011. You guys know how that matchup went. Fantastic. Match of the year. Hell, that matchup against Cena at Money in the Bank 2011 could have been match of the fucking decade. This matchup, though. You guys see Money in the Bank 2011 between John Cena and CM Punk. It's right here. Taker and Punk, same level. That's how good this match was. That's how good this match was. Many people were saying, oh, can Punk beat the streak? I had a feeling he was. Coming into this matchup, coming into WrestleMania, I thought Punk was going to be the guy to beat Taker at WrestleMania. And I'm watching this in my friend's house, and I'm telling myself, you think Punk won't beat the streak, right? I had this weird feeling in my gut watching this matchup. Punk could be the guy to end the streak. And to be honest with you, you got to ask yourself this question. You really got to ask yourself this question before I continue with this matchup. If Brock Lesnar never ended the streak 1 year later, we're talking about 2013 here, what if Brock never ended the streak? What if Brock never faced Taker at WrestleMania? Who would have been the guy to beat the streak? I would have said Punk. I would have said CM Punk. And I'm going to tell you why. Punk was one of those guys. Punk is one of those guys on the microphone. He's a great talker. And he's fantastic in the ring. Punk was never meant to get over. He got over. Yeah, sure, Punk had a little bit of that, stone cold attitude. That's what made CM Punk the voice of the voiceless. At that time, I would have thought if Lesnar wasn't going to beat the streak, it should have been Punk. Low-key, it should have been CM Punk. That's my honest opinion. And around that time, on that roster, there were a few guys that could have beaten Taker at the end of the streak. Punk, obviously Lesnar, he was the guy that did it. John Cena. So out of everybody in that roster, you have three guys on that roster that could have had a chance to end Taker's streak. Punk, Lesnar, and Cena. But then again, McMahon said it on the Stone Cold podcast that was on the network. He said when Brock ended the streak, he thought about it, at the time. Oh, who else on that roster? We're talking about 2014 here. Who on the main roster was big enough to face The Undertaker and beat him? The hottest guy was Brock Lesnar. It's Brock Lesnar. And to this day, and I said this last week, I don't agree with it. I don't. It should have been John Cena. Now that I'm really thinking about it, it should have been Punk. It's my honest opinion. This was the match of the night, though. Fuck Lesnar and Triple H. Fuck Rock and Cena. This matchup, Taker and Punk, WrestleMania 29, match of the night. And this match could be the match of the decade. The match of the decade. We still got to finish 2019 here. We still got to finish 2019. Taker, Punk, match of the night, no question. I remember Taker's entrance at WrestleMania, and it was, if you guys saw Taker's entrance at WrestleMania 29, the greatest Undertaker WrestleMania entrance of all time. Of all time. It was so cool watching Taker walk up the steps as if he was coming from hell. And you had all those people, you know, doing this and shit. You know, the fingers, you know, and the hands and the arms and everything. Like souls. It was like lost souls. Undertaker's souls at WrestleMania. And Taker just walks. Phenomenal. Just fucking phenomenal. To this day, it is the greatest entrance of Undertaker's entire career. Hands down. But matchup got really good. There was a spot in this matchup. Where Punk had the Anaconda Vice. Taker powered through to his feet and tried for another chokeslam, which Punk reversed into a GTS to go to sleep. But Undertaker immediately rebounded off the ropes and nailed Punk with a tombstone. I thought that match was done. You should have ended the matchup right there. Punk with the Anaconda Vice. Taker tries for a chokeslam. Punk reversed it into a GTS. Taker immediately bounced off the ropes. Nails Punk with a tombstone for a dramatic near-fall victory. I thought that match was done there. And I think Punk got injured during this matchup. They went to the outside. Taker tried for the last ride though, but Punk countered. No. Yeah. Punk retaliated with a heel kick and threw Taker to the outside. Taker tried to last ride Punk through the table. He cleared, but Punk countered it and kicked him in the back of the head. He laid Taker on the table, climbed the top turnbuckle, and executed another diving elbow drop onto the broadcasting table. I think Punk torn his meniscus during this matchup, I believe. That's what I heard. Crazy spot. That was the spot where Punk, I think, got hurt. Back on their feet, the two traded blows. And the referee was knocked down in the chaos. Punk hit a high knee again, but Taker took advantage of the position by attempting yet another last ride. While Punk was on Undertaker's shoulders, Heyman handed him the urn, which he struck in the back of the Undertaker's head, having Undertaker to fall down. Punk then mocked Undertaker's traditional pinning style, you know, with the two hands like this, for a 2 count. I swear to God, if WWE at that time has CM Punk end the streak right there, hit Taker with a GTS after that, you do the freaking traditional pinning style, 1, 2, 3. Perfect ending for the streak. Perfect ending. Oof. But then Punk then mocked Taker's traditional pinning style for another 2 count. I thought Taker was not going to kick out of that. I thought so. Punk and Taker proceeded to trade near finishers, with the Undertaker's tombstone finally winning out, securing his victory and improving his WrestleMania streak to 21-0. He reclaimed the urn and walked backstage, pausing on the ramp to raise his fist. Fireworks go over the air. Taker goes 21 in WrestleMania. The greatest streak in WrestleMania history. In the second main event, I didn't care for this match at all. Triple H and Brock Lesnar in a no-holds-barred match with Triple H's career on the line. Now, they mentioned during the broadcast, Ric Flair's career had to be retired at WrestleMania. Shawn Michaels' career ended at WrestleMania. Everybody was thinking, is Triple H going to be the guy to end? Is Triple H going to be the guy that retires at WrestleMania? Triple H and Lesnar quickly spilled to the floor of MetLife Stadium, pummeling each other with anything and everything within arm's reach, including the fucking kitchen sink. They had everything in this matchup, including the kitchen fucking sink. Triple H sent Lesnar crashing into the ringside barricade, and Lesnar drove Triple H's sternum into the broadcasting table in return. After a big brawl, both in and out of the ring, which includes Shawn Michaels getting an F5 from Lesnar and Paul Heyman receiving sweet chin music, Triple H stole Brock Lesnar's submission move, the Kimura lock, and locked it on Lesnar for an extended amount of time. In the end, Triple H performed the pedigree onto Lesnar into the steel steps and got him down for the 3-count victory. Triple H continues his career to this day. Didn't care for this match. The match was good though, but I just didn't care. Didn't really care. Crowd was dead for this match though. Everybody was so excited for Punk and Taker. The last two matches, no one cared. Triple H and Lesnar, good matchup though, but nobody cared. Nobody was hyped for this matchup because everybody was so worn down after Taker and Punk's magnificent matchup. So Triple H beats Lesnar, continues his career. Main event time. Rock defended the WWE Championship against John Cena. They had this matchup to end WrestleMania 28 last year, with Rock beating Cena. Cena had the depressing 2012. Did you guys know that 2012 was the only time in John Cena's big push of his career that he did not win a championship? Interesting. Very fucking interesting. At that time, though. At that time. After the bell rang, Cena struck first before The Rock seized control of the matchup and held Cena's momentum by sending him scrambling outside of the ring to regroup within the bout's opening moments. I did not care for this match whatsoever. However, The Rock soon went for a third rock bottom, but Cena countered and executed a rock bottom instead for the near fall. This is the beginning of the match. This was almost the near ending of the matchup, when they tried to do the same thing they did at WrestleMania 28, and it didn't work. Unlike WrestleMania 29, WrestleMania 28, that crowd was invested in this matchup. Cena and Rock's 28 match at WrestleMania was literally a one-year build. They build it. They build it after WrestleMania 27. So, eventually we thought, Cena and Rock gonna fight twice? Something's not right in this. I had a feeling if they're gonna fight twice, it's gonna be for a title. There's no way WrestleMania 29's main event is gonna be Rock and Cena again with no title on the line. And we're looking at January and everything. They made this entire thing predictable. We had John Cena in the Royal Rumble, and we had The Rock against CM Punk for the championship to end that Rumble match, to end the Rumble pay-per-view back in 2013 in Phoenix. Cena won the Royal Rumble, and I'm thinking to myself, they're not booking Rock and Cena again, right? There's no way. They said, once in a lifetime. I didn't know a once in a lifetime moment happened twice. I didn't know. I low-key did not know that. So they had Cena win the Rumble. They had The Rock beat Punk to end his 434 day as champion. Predictable. Pre-fucking-dictable. We had Cena win the Rumble. I knew from that standpoint that we were going to get The Rock to beat Punk. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously. They didn't care for this main event between Rock and Cena. They didn't care. Their matchup at 28 was special. It was special. It was The Rock's first WrestleMania match in 8 years. In 8 years. Did you care for this main event? I sure didn't. I sure didn't. I knew what happened there. Rock beat Cena one-on-one at 28. Cena has got to get a victory over The Rock. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. This continued until The Rock delivered a DDT on Cena. But instead of pinning Cena, Rock instead went for a fourth rock bottom. And Cena countered with a third AA to win the match and the title. Do you care? I ask, do you care? No. After the match, Rock and Cena shook hands and hugged each other, and Rock praised Cena as the new WWE champion and raised his hand at the top of the stage. Fireworks go off as WrestleMania 29 goes off the air. Aftermath, The Rock suffered legitimate torn muscles and tendons around his pelvis from the match. He later returned to WrestleMania 30 in a non-wrestling appearance. As for John Cena on the Raw after WrestleMania, John Cena put his championship on the line against anyone on the Raw roster. Mark Henry answered the challenge, but turned into a number one contenders match. Cena won by countout and was then assaulted by Henry. Ryback then came to seemingly save Cena, making Henry retreat and helping Cena to his feet, but then attacked Cena. Ryback turned heel in this situation. Prior to the April 22nd episode of Raw, Cena was scheduled to defend the championship against Ryback. On the May 6th episode of Raw, the match was made a last man standing match. The match ended in no contact after Ryback rammed Cena through the entrance stage. The night after, Ryback came out in an ambulance and challenged Cena at Payback in an ambulance match. Cena accepted and made the match's 3 stages of hell, in which John Cena won. Now, as for The Undertaker, as for CM Punk. On the April 15th episode of Raw, CM Punk came out to talk about his match with The Undertaker and his historic championship reign. Punk gave Heyman the microphone, hugged him, and walked out of the arena. He left TV until defeating Chris Jericho at Payback. Punk then dropped Heyman as his manager, causing Heyman to turn on Punk, and Punk becoming a face again, which led Punk versus Lesnar at SummerSlam 2013. The Undertaker, of course, came out the next night to pay tribute to Paul Bearer, but was interrupted by the Shield, who tried to attack The Undertaker until Team Hell No made the save. The Undertaker wrestled in his first match in 3 years on Raw, teaming up with Team Hell No in a losing effort against the Shield. He then wrestled his first match on SmackDown in a winning effort against Dean Ambrose of the Shield. Afterward, the Shield attacked Undertaker and powerbombed him through the broadcasting table, having The Undertaker miss the rest of 2013. CM Punk would become the final victim of The Undertaker's undefeated WrestleMania streak, as at WrestleMania 30, The Undertaker would lose at the hands of Brock Lesnar, ending the streak at 21-1. Crazy shit, bro. Crazy fucking shit. Crazy. Pretty fucking crazy. It's amazing how a year, anything can happen in a year. Taker went 21 in a WrestleMania, then the following year, Throwback Thursday, I reviewed it last week, WrestleMania 30, Taker loses to Lesnar. And I'm still going to state it to this day, if Brock was not the guy to end the streak, it should have been CM Punk. My honest opinion. Should have been Punk. But that's for another topic for another fucking video. Thank you guys so much for watching Throwback Thursday. If you guys enjoyed this WrestleMania 29 Throwback Thursday PPV review, smash that like button. You know, all this content I gave you guys all week, man. I hope you guys really enjoyed all the content I gave you guys this whole entire week. If you guys enjoyed Throwback Thursday, smash that like button down below. Comment down below what you guys thought of WrestleMania 29. If you guys are new to the channel and you're visiting this channel for the first time, watching this video for the first time, hit that subscribe button down below. Show your support. Ring those bells for all notifications. Top 5 Fridays will be tomorrow. I'm not going to do a poll for Top 5 Fridays. I'm not going to do a poll for Top 5 Fridays. I have a Pacific Top 5 I want to do. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I probably spoiled it, but if I didn't, good. Good. There'll be a poll on the video. Do you guys think The Undertaker should have lost to CM Punk or Brock Lesnar? The poll will be up in the annotation on the upper right hand corner of your screen for you guys to vote on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys so much. I will see you guys tomorrow for Top 5 Fridays. All I gotta say is, talk to you guys later.